Hey, what's up, y'all? Nappy J here, and I'm going to talk about the Juggalos versus Suicidalists and blah 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 and all that stuff, okay? My inspiration behind this video is this morning when I was on Facebook, Guido, or Punk Rock Guido, and this other guy, Mordecai, were posting up things, or at least liking and commenting on all this stuff. It was them as Suicidalists trashing a lot of Juggalos and Insane Clown Posse and all that. And the main reason I'm posting this is because they kept going on and on and on about how they don't give a fuck. Alright, for real guys, I mean, you guys talk about this stuff a lot. Okay, when you talk a lot about something, that is a very big, huge, massive indication that you give a fuck. I mean, there's lots of things out there that I could really give a rat's ass about, like, say, Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj, and fucking all kinds of different things, but those are things I typically don't talk about, obsess about, or worry about. Well, here's the thing though, y'all. Let me explain some things to you. Okay, first of all, every Juggalo out there, or at least every Juggalo I know, every real Juggalo that's ever read, like, say, Behind the Paint, and has ever listened to anything that Violent J and Shaggy Tudo has ever said, they know that Esham was a huge influence on Insane Clown Posse's music. They have credited Esham so many times, and it's even saying, it's like, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be where they're at. I mean, ICP used to open up for Esham when they first started up and everything. They have given credit to Esham on everything. And as a matter of fact, when it comes to, like, let's say the West Coast, Esham fans out here that have lived out here their whole lives would not even know who Esham was if it wasn't for Insane Clown Posse, just for the record. So that's one thing you guys never give Psychopathic and Insane Clown Posse credit for, is actually blowing Esham up. Yeah, that might sound like a little bit of a contradiction, but here's the thing. ICP at first was influenced by Esham to go the direction they went in, as far as like horrorcore, scary rap, clowny music and all that, right? But however, in case you guys haven't noticed, Insane Clown Posse's gotten a lot more fucking famous than Esham. They've sold millions and millions and millions of albums, as opposed to Esham, who probably is, if you combined all his album sales, I can't say this for sure, but I think it's probably less than 1 million, if even less than 100,000. Along the way, ICP has given Esham a lot of exposure. Even if it hasn't been current, okay, there are people that are just getting into Insane Clown Posse, they're buying ICP stuff, and they're hearing all this shit that features Esham or mentions of Esham. They're watching ICP's older stuff on YouTube with Esham, all that type of stuff. So yeah, if you look at the Juggalo stuff versus the Suicidalist stuff on YouTube, there's a lot more views, there's a lot more publicity, a lot more everything. And while Esham may be an influence of Insane Clown Posse, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to keep talking about Esham. Okay, I listen to rock and roll, I listen to heavy metal, I listen to punk rock, and you'll never really see me paying tribute to the pioneers of those genres of music. While I love rock, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be up on here going all hell Chuck Berry and Elvis Presley and all those people. I'm not required to like the pioneers of a genre just because they started it. I mean, I might like somebody else that was influenced by that person, but I'm not going to stand here and tell you that every rock star out there is biting off of Chuck Berry. And that's the claim you guys keep making, that ICP is just continuously biting off of him, and you guys keep saying that they're washed up, and they're selling millions of albums, for God's sake. That's not washed up. If anybody's washed up nowadays, it's Esham in comparison, but I could tell you Esham isn't. He's still around, he's still doing something, I don't know, but just because you like Esham more doesn't make him a better rapper. And it's like, that would be like me saying that just because I like ICP better, that they're better. And I'd be full of shit. It's all just a matter of opinion when it comes down to it. And for years now, I can tell you that the most common people that I get harassed by for being a juggalo have been suicidalists. And honestly, nowadays, juggalos have been kind of fighting back at this type of shit. Okay, let me get this straight. After years of you guys harassing us, you can't handle us basically doing the same thing that you've been doing. You guys can dish it out, but you can't take it. I mean, you guys can't take any dissing, or you get butthurt. I mean, I'm not going to say that juggalos haven't done the same thing over the history of the internet or the history of our culture or whatever. I mean, as a matter of fact, I mean, there's so many fucking similarities. I mean, I don't even understand what this rivalry is about. I mean, holy shit, it's just music. I mean, fuck, it's entertainment. Nobody's gonna win in a battle of opinions. That's just a fact. I mean, this battle can literally, war of words can literally go on for fucking ever. Is it gonna get anybody anywhere? Fuck no. It's just gonna get people pissed off and blah blah blah. Who the fuck needs it? I sure as hell don't. Me, I'm not an Esham fan, but I respect him as an underground artist. I respect him for pioneering horrorcore and all that types of shit. But however, that's as far as it goes. I'm just not a fan of his music. I prefer Insane Clown Posse, and that's just it. That doesn't make me a sheep. That doesn't make me shit. It just means that I'm a fan of a certain type of music that you guys aren't. So fucking what? Alright, I hope this sinks in a little bit. I hope this settles a few people down. I know this video by itself is not going to solve any problems, but hey, I hope it at least squashes a few beefs out there and shit. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Peace.